Hi there, my name is Sarah, and today we are making homemade chocolate chip cookies. So when I made the recipe video the other day, I accidentally messed up. I measured in grams, which I normally do not do. Normally I measure in cups. And the cookies normally come out like this when I measure in cups. They're a little bit fluffy. Here you'll see. And then when I measured in grams the other day, it was very interesting. It's the same exact recipe. The only thing I did different was I just measured in grams instead of cups. And they came out flat. So here you'll see they're still good. They're just these ones are like more crispy and flat. And then the way I like them personally is a little bit more fluffy. But I decided to include both cookies in the video today because I figured, whatever kind of cookie person you are, you can do both. So they're the exact same recipe, same exact steps. Um, You'll just use grams if you want a thinner cookie, or you'll use cups if you want a little bit more of a fluff in your cookie. So I'll include that in the description for you so you can see the difference. And I'll show you the steps on how to make them. And so let's get started. So we have your all-purpose flour, some salt, baking soda, and then you have softened butter, eggs. This is white sugar, granulated sugar, brown sugar, vanilla extract, and then, of course, chocolate chips. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is measure out your flour to 380 grams. It's about 3 cups. And then it's going to be a teaspoon of baking soda and a teaspoon of salt. So let's combine that. Okay, so now we're going to take the flour mixture and we're just going to put it to the side, and we're going to get a large bowl, and we're going to mix the softened butter and the brown sugar and white sugar. The butter, you want it to be like room temperature softened. Don't put it in the microwave. I mean, you can do that, but it's better to just set out the butter and let it soften at room temperature. And we're going to use an electric mixer to mix everything up from here on out until we get to the chocolate chips. After we mix the sugar and butter, we're going to add 2 room temperature eggs and the vanilla extract. Then we're going to slowly add in the flour mixture a little bit at a time and use the electric mixer until it's all combined. And then we're going to add the chocolate chips last, and those we'll just stir in with like a fork or something. So let's move on to the next step. So here you'll just use a spoon to kind of get out these when the butter kind of sticks on the, I don't know, whatever these are called, the whisks or whatever. Now we're going to add in a little bit of flour at a time. So as you can see, I accidentally threw extra chocolate chips in there. I don't know how many got measured out, but it's supposed to be about 2 cups. All the measurements will be in the recipe, like in the description. So I'm going to use, I think, just a fork to mix this up. And then I'm actually going to put it in the fridge for an hour before I bake it. Because I like it to just kind of sit for a little bit, and then you can let it sit for a day if you want, but I just do an hour because I don't like to wait. Okay, so it's actually only been about like 30 minutes. I couldn't wait. So this is what it looks like. Looks pretty much the same. It's just a little more like solid. I washed my hands, guys. I mean, what do you care? You're not eating these anyways. Okay, so yeah, it looks really, really good. So I take a big spoon here and I just scoop a piece. I like to make, I don't know, I guess it's like like 2 tablespoons worth or something like that. I don't know, you can make them whatever size you want and then just adjust the cooking time to the time that to the size that you choose. I like to make them a little bit, just, like medium sized. Then I roll them up and then just pop them on the thing here and I just press it down. So here I rolled it up and I just lightly pressed it. So if you see here the big spoon, it's not that much bigger. So it's like, I would say about 2 tablespoons worth of dough there. I'm used a different chocolate chip in the fluffy ones, and then I used a different chocolate chip in the flat ones. So the flat ones were the Ghirardelli, and then the ones I just made right now were the Toll House. So I'm actually going to try the difference and see which chocolate chip I like better. Mm. 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 They're just so good. Olivia, stop. So the flat one or the fluffy ones with the Nestle Toll House ones, fire, just so good. Oh my god. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. I like the Nestle chocolate chips better than the Ghirardelli. Yeah. No. Mm. It's just so good. Now the flat ones, so that are a little bit more crispy and flat, these ones are just as good. So I wanted to include both because then, if you're more of a flat, thinner, crispy kind of cookie person, or if you're more of a slightly fluffy, you can do either. But the slight fluffy ones are where it's at. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. It's so good. I could eat like all of these, but I shouldn't because I already had 5 cookies yesterday. Yikes. So these are the cookies from yesterday, and I just wanted to show you real quick. When you store your cookies in a container or a bag, like a plastic bag or something, you want to put a piece of bread for every dozen cookies, and that is going to help draw moisture from the bread to keep the cookies from getting hard. So this bread was soft yesterday, and it's actually slightly hard today. So every dozen cookies, you'll want to put 1 piece of bread. And you can use any bread. It doesn't matter. As long as you have the piece of bread in there, it'll draw the moisture from the bread, and it'll keep the cookies moist and from getting all hard and stale. So that's my little tip. I'm just telling you guys, these cookies are so amazing. This is the best cookie recipe I've made over the years. So good. But, and like I said, like, I'm glad that I had to go to the store and get more chocolate chips, because the chocolate chips that I had yesterday, if you noticed, was a giant bag, and I put it in the garage and it melted. So I had to go to the store real quick and get some, and this is what they had. And I'm so glad I did, because these are so much better than the Ghirardelli, in my opinion. But, so try them out. Highly recommend. So good. And then I'm actually next month in October, I'm going to show you guys this sweet potato chocolate chip cookie recipe. It tastes like, like a pumpkin spice chocolate chip cookie. It's so, so good. So I'm going to do that next month. So stay tuned for that. And please subscribe for more recipes to come. I'm just sharing things that I make at home for my family. My daughter. I'm so sorry. Olivia! Stop! So I'm just sharing recipes that I make at home for my family. And I'm also going to eventually, I love to try new things and experiment. So I'm actually going to be sharing those videos as well. My first try on stuff, I'm going to share all of that. And so I'm excited. I hope you subscribe and check out my channel for recipes that I already have on there and many more to come. Thank you guys. Bye.